guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be reviewing the Taking Cara Babies 5-month bundle. So if you don't follow her on Instagram, she is a sleep trainer basically. She's like a sleep expert. What does she call herself? She is a certified pediatric sleep consultant. She is a neonatal nurse and her husband is a pediatrician. So she is very well versed in all things baby. She is definitely an authority figure in this space. So I trust her so much and she's really done a lot for our family. Today I want to do a review on the newborn class. So we got the bundle. She has the newborn class, which is 0 to 12 weeks, the 3 to 4 month ebook, and then the 5 to 24 month sleep class. So today we're going to be talking about the newborn class and the 3 to 4 month ebook because I did get them as a bundle. And if you want to learn about the sleep training, her ABCs of sleep class, or if you want me to do a review, I can do that in a separate video because we did buy that course as well. That one was also very life-changing for us. So I'm gonna hop right into this. You can find her story and everything that she's gone through to get her to the place that she is today. You can find it on her blog, Taking Cara Babies. So her name is Cara, C-A-R-A, and I feel like it's so creative, Taking Cara Babies. So she does have her blog, Taking Cara Babies, and then her Instagram is the same handle as well. So I would definitely give her a follow. And this is not sponsored or anything. I think she prides herself in like never ever sponsoring anything because she just wants people who take her courses and classes to give genuine feedback and really truly express how they feel. So when Noah was first born, we would of course try to put him in his bassinet and he wouldn't sleep, and we'd swaddle him and he wouldn't sleep. He seemed like he didn't like the swaddle, so we wouldn't do it anymore, and it was just miserable. I was having a lot of postpartum anxiety and depression, which I can go more into in another video if you would like me to. But it was just not a good time. Noah was not sleeping. So we got desperate. I heard about her from a YouTuber, so then I followed her on her Instagram. And then when we were so desperate, I pitched the idea to Tommy, like, hey, would you be down to purchasing this online course to try to get Noah to sleep? And we talked about it, and then that next day it was miserable because Noah was not sleeping. So we were like, yeah, let's invest in it. So if you buy the newborn class, it's $74. If you buy the 3 to 4 month ebook, it's $34. But if you buy the newborn class together with the 3 to 4 month ebook, it's $97. So you do save some money there. So we just bought the $97 one because we were scared, like, okay, what if we do this newborn class and it's great, and then we get to 3, 4 months and then he has a sleep regression and we have no idea what to do. We're just gonna have to buy the ebook anyways. So we just bought it all at once, and I will get into how I feel about that a little bit later. So we purchased it, and it's both like stuff you can read, like something you can print out or just have like the PDF file on your phone or laptop, but it's also videos. So one thing that we do like is that even though they were videos that we had to sit down and watch together, they were short videos. I believe they were like 3 to 7 minute long videos. So sometimes we would sit down, watch a video when I was nursing Noah, or sit down, watch a video when Noah was taking a nap, and at that time he wasn't taking long naps at all. Like maybe 20 minutes if we were lucky. Other than that, I'd have to hold him and then he would sleep for a longer period of time. So it was kind of miserable in the beginning. Something that she like says a lot on her Instagram is that if you are someone who thinks that your baby doesn't like swaddling, it's not just about the act of swaddling the baby, it's what you do after you swaddle the baby. So for this review, and then if you want me to do the sleep training review, I'm not going to go into everything that she taught us. I'm barely gonna go into anything that she actually taught us, like the techniques and philosophies, because she is a mom, she is a businesswoman. I would be cheating her out of more business if I kind of basically told you what we learned. So we thought that Noah hated to be swaddled, but it wasn't just the act of swaddling that calms babies, it's kind of what you do after as well. So we figured it out, and Noah loves to be swaddled. He actually is almost 8 months and he's still being half swaddled. So because he can flip over and crawl and do all the things, we don't swaddle him like with arms down anymore because it's obviously dangerous. We just swaddle him under his armpits, and he likes it like that. We are gonna try to get him out of it, but he's teething and going through a major leap right now, so we don't want to shock him with not swaddling him. So we're gonna wait until these 2 front teeth kind of have popped up, and then until he has gotten a little bit more into his leap so he's balanced out and ready to have more change in his life. We use the Ollie swaddle. It's the best swaddle. We've used a ton of different ones and this is the best so far. I really would recommend it, and we found it because it was on Cara's suggested products list on her Amazon. Another amazing thing about Taking Cara Babies is that she meets you where you and your baby are developmentally. She doesn't make like blanket statements or like one size fits all. She really tries to like cater to you and to where your baby is at developmentally, because every baby is different. You know, they could all be born on the same exact day, but they could each be completely different from the next baby. So she kind of meets you where you are, like what you're ready for, but also what your baby is ready for. She does have a 98% success rate, and she did state that the 2% that's not successful are usually babies with underlying medical conditions, whether it be reflux or chronic ear infection, stuff like that. And I don't know if she mentioned this, but I feel like it's worth mentioning that I feel like another 2% of people this doesn't work for are people who don't actually follow the course. I know people who have taken the course and they're like, no, it didn't work. But then I'm like, oh, did you like do this, this, and this? And they're like, no. If you want the course to work, you obviously have to follow all or most of the suggestions. Like, that doesn't make sense to me to buy it and then not do it. So obviously a suggestion would be to follow everything that she says, or majority of the things that she says, because otherwise it's not gonna work, in my opinion. So another thing is that she's really reassuring in how she speaks, in how she's like looking at you through the camera. Like, she's really reassuring and she's non-judgmental. She seems like a really kind person. Obviously I don't know her in person, but especially when you're going through something that seems super personal, like trying to figure out how to be a parent and how to best take care of your child, that to me it's really personal, and I feel like I can trust her with that. So that was really awesome and comforting. Another thing is that she does live examples. So in whatever cities that she goes to, she actually has this course but in person where people bring their babies, and I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. You have a room full of babies who don't know how to sleep and she's trying to put on a course. So it's wild because she'll put like this mat down and she'll swaddle the baby, do her techniques, and put the baby down. Baby's like sleeping in front of the whole class, and then she has all these kids lined up, and of course some take longer, some go to sleep really quickly, but it's just so wild how she does a live demonstration of what she's trying to teach, and she shows that in the videos. And it's really cool because for me, I'm a visual learner, so I like to see how she does it. In one of the videos, she like goes to someone's house and shows them how to do it in their actual nursery and the bassinet and all that kind of stuff. And like I said before, she has an Amazon list. She also has it on her website, but it's basically like an Amazon, like you can follow people on Amazon, you know. So she has her recommended products on there, and it's really cool. You can kind of just scroll through there, see what you need and what you don't. Another really awesome thing, which we didn't need to use, is her 30-day money-back guarantee. I feel like it's worth the money personally, but what's nice is that if it doesn't end up working for you, she does have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how confident she is in her methods and her philosophies and stuff. So I feel like if you are struggling with your newborn's sleep and you do have the $74 or the $97 to invest in your baby sleep, but not just in your baby sleep, but in your sleep, in your sanity, then I totally think that it's worth the money. It has been amazing. And I told Tommy, when I get pregnant next, if we don't remember anything, we're literally buying this again to re-watch it right before I give birth so we can implement this from the day the baby is born. I really love it because it's not rigid. That's what she also prides herself in, that it's not a rigid schedule that you have to keep to it every single day no matter what. Like, it's kind of like a go with the flow thing, but you have a general structure, so you can still go out to get coffee with your girlfriend, you can still go to the market, you can still pick up your other kids from school. It's not this rigid schedule that like, oh no, I have to not live my life because my baby needs to nap at this time, I need to breastfeed at this time, my baby needs to take a bottle at this time. You can kind of adjust it to your life, but you have a general idea of how things should go and how it'll best help your baby in their daytime sleep and also nighttime sleep. But yeah, that is the video. That's our review. So basically, Tommy and I completely recommend it. We tell anyone who's having a baby, we tell anyone who's struggling with their baby's sleep. For the newborn class, it's from newborn to 12 weeks. But we actually purchased it like at seven weeks. So we were kind of like, ugh, is this gonna be worth it? But it's so worth it. Like, honestly, even if Noah was like 10 weeks old and we only had 2 more weeks of this, it would have been worth it. So at about 8 weeks, Noah was sleeping in his own space, like in his own bassinet. Granted, he was still in the dock-a-tot. I know that's not the safest thing either, but that's what worked for us at that time. So he was still sleeping in his dock-a-tot, but he was sleeping 6 to 7 hours around 8 weeks, and then maybe like a couple weeks later he started sleeping 9 hours, and now he sleeps 12 hours or 12 and a half, sometimes 13, but usually 12 to 12 and a half hours all by himself. We did end up sleep training him with the Taking Cara Babies ABCs of Sleep program. So if you want me to go over that one, then let me know. I can definitely do a review of that one. But regarding the newborn class and the 3 to 4 month ebook, we definitely recommend it. In my opinion, when it comes to the newborn class and then the ebook, we didn't actually need to use the ebook much because Noah had such a good schedule and he already was sleeping really well from the newborn class. So I don't know that the ebook is completely necessary, but at the same time, I'm a person who'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather spend the extra $25 to have that insurance to make sure that if something did happen and if he did start to have a really bad sleep regression, then we'd have the tools to arm ourselves with to be able to handle that and not feel super overwhelmed. So I am glad that I got the bundle of the newborn class and the 3 to 4 month ebook. But of course, all of it is up to you on what you can afford, what you want to invest in. But we definitely recommend Taking Cara Babies. Again, let me know if you want me to do the review on the ABCs of Sleep, but you should get it. If you're either struggling with your baby's sleep or if you are pregnant, definitely recommend it. If you're pregnant, I believe Cara recommends watching the course, taking the course with you, your partner, kind of whoever is going to be like watching your baby, to do the course like a month before you give birth and then when you give birth, just so you kind of freshen up on all the tips and tricks. I hope this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if it was. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, turn on post notifications, and follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with me on the day-to-day. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.